I'm talking to my father. My father's like, Islam is nice. If you want to be a Muslim, that's up to you. I said, what? I'm talking to my wife. She wants to be a Muslim. I'm like, wait a minute, what happened? I got very confused. This is a longer story. You can read it on the internet, but I was really wondering what to do. And while I'm talking with my friend, you know what he told me? This is not about you and your dad. This is not about you and your wife. And this is not about you and me. This is about you and your Creator. If you want to talk to Him, that's what you're going to have to do. But for sure, I can't help you anymore. He walked off and left me standing there. And so I decided, okay, it's time to do that. Now, I've been watching this Muslim for 3 months. It was July. I was in July. And I thought about it. I said, you know what? Let me look off in the direction where he looks when he prays. And I'm going to put my head on the ground. I don't know how to do salat or whatever that is, but I know how to put my head on the ground. I put my head on the ground. Personally, the only time I ever did that to that point. I never did it before. I had my head on the ground. Look what the word I said. Again, nobody telling me. God, guide me. What's the name of the TV station? That's, now you know where I got the name from. Because if the people will say that with sincerity, Allah will guide them. Allah will never guide anybody unless He wants to be guided. He will never guide them unless they want to be guided, because that would be pressure from Him. And He doesn't pressure. La ikraha fid-din. Allah is never going to pressure anybody. You want to be a Muslim? Up to you. But you got to ask Him. That's for you too. Every Muslim in this room better understand that, because there's nobody on this planet except they have to ask Allah if they want to be guided. If they don't ask, they won't get it. Because you have to want it. But you want it, you got it. Like that. You don't want it, you lose it. The same way. I will do without astaghfirullah. Be very careful about this subject. So anyway, I went in the house. I said, okay guys, we got 2 Muslims in there now, right? Ex-priest and my friend from Egypt. And I said, I'm ready. And I made shahada. Ashhadu la ilaha illallah. Ashhadu Muhammad Rasulullah. Then my wife came down and she put a hijab, like a scarf, over her. Nice long dress. She said, Ashhadu la ilaha illallah. Ashhadu Muhammad Rasulullah. A few weeks later, my father, Ashhadu la ilaha illallah. Ashhadu Muhammad Rasulullah. Then since then, I saw literally, not hundreds, thousands and thousands of people, alhamdulillah, like this. First time I saw a lot of people, 135 people stood up and did shahada with us in Curacao, in a university, on a day when I didn't think anybody would even accept Islam. But I said, if anybody wants to stand up and accept Islam, 135 people stood up and accept Islam. You think that's something, where you find that out? Then when I realized this little technique, how to explain Islam fast and get the point across to the people in a crowd, we started using this. And then 200 people I saw in Raleigh, North Carolina, 200 and something people, maybe 280 when I was in Flint, Michigan. And each time, the university, where we're at, they just like stand up. And we tell them, sit down if you don't mean it. A few will sit down. Most of them stay up and they make their own. Then I was in Germany about 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago. When I was in Germany, guess what happened? On the last day, we had 1,250 people stand up, and we have the video, you can see the video. They stood up and were telling them in English and German language, sit down if you don't want to be a Muslim. Sit down if you don't believe in Allah. Sit down if you don't believe in the Prophet. Sit down. Otherwise, if you want to believe and you want to be a Muslim, stay up. Out of about 1,300 people, only 50 people sat down. That means 1,250 people stood there with us, and you can watch it on we have our own tube site. It's called Tube Islam. TubeIslam.com. You can see it. Ashhadu la ilaha illallah. Ashhadu Muhammad Rasulullah. Then they said it in the German language. Subhanallah. Now, would you like to have a DVD to help you do the same thing? Because guess what? I just remembered when I looked in the box, I brought some of them tonight. I didn't mean to, but they're here. I have them. I have them. Now, this is not free. You have to make dua for me. And you can copy these and copy them and give them out and give them out. But you should do something more than that so you really appreciate it. I'm going to leave it up to you what you want to do. I'm going to ask the same young man to come by again. Help me pass these out. Okay, anybody holds up their hand, give them one. This is the, what's Islam? This explains Islam. Only if they hold up their hand. If they don't want it, don't give it to them. All of these are called what's Islam. It's not the same one. It's not the same one. This is different. This is the presentation. We're going to wrap it up, so this is your chance. If you did not get one, we're going to wait till we're going to give you a chance. But if you did not get one, hold your hand up. Hold your hand up if you didn't get it yet. Okay, the other one? This is what's Islam, the one I just told you about. Whoever wants it, that's it. And then the other one is this one. Anybody else that did not get one, hold up your hand. Anybody else did not get one? I'll just give you one. Which one you want? This one? Number 2. You got it. No problem. Who else? Okay, anybody else need the second one? Number 2. Anybody need number 1? Number 2. The other one. Okay. You can copy these. There's no copyright. I want you to copy. Just don't change anything and don't put anything with it. Keep it separate, please. I want the barakah for us. Don't share it with anybody. Just give it out. Give it out. Give it out. What else? Huh? Number 1 or number 2? Huh? Okay. You can copy if you want. Anybody else? Anybody else? Number 2. Okay, we got some more number 2. Hurry, hurry. We gotta do salam. Need some more number 2. Okay. Hold your hand up if you need number 2. Over here. Over there. Over there. He's coming. He's coming. Okay, we're almost out of it. I'm almost out of the number 2. If you want number 2, you have to hold your hand up so we'll get it to you. Oops, this is not, this is number 1. Okay, that's it. Anybody need wudu? If you need wudu, you need to get up and make wudu right now because we're going to pray. The last, I have 2 more left. Anybody want these last 2? Okay, I'm going to donate these to the masjid, and you auction them off to the highest bidder. After they see it, they're going to want it. Any of the extra ones, give to the masjid to give away for dawah. Yeah. Okay, listen. We need to pray. It's 10 minutes late for the salah. We need to pray now. So what I want to do, I want you now to focus on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because we don't know if we're going to live to the next salah. We don't know that. We don't even know, as the Rasul Sallallahu said, if you live from one taslim to the other one. So don't worry about anything else right now. Worry about just what I'm going to do in front of Allah. And let's pray together and make dua together. Okay?
Now we're gonna make azan inshallah for Salatul Isha. Immediate after azan, we're gonna make Salatul Isha by Jama'ah. After Jama'ah, we have a refreshment, brother. You can take the refreshment. Jazakumullahu khairan for the program.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Ashhadu an la